Well, this is a cease and desist, right, for Maryland, for citizens on patrol, for any government agency that has taken part in this repeated misconduct of. Note that your behavior is a violation of Maryland State Code. This Title 3, Subtitle 8, Section 3, 802, Stalking. Section 3, 803, Harassment. Section 3, 804, Misuse of telephone facilities. Section 3, 805, Misuse of electronic mail. Subtitle 9, Section 3, 901, Visual Surveillance. Section 3, 902, Visual Surveillance with prudent intent. And Section 3, 906, Divulging private communications. Now, that also goes for all the hacking, all the intercepted. Hold on. Alright, Maryland also recognizes all four common law invasion of privacy claims: intrusion on solitude or seclusion, public disclosure of private facts, unreasonable publicity given to one's private life, appropriation of one's name or likeness. That would be Board of Education of Anne Arundel County, 460A 2D 601 Maryland, APP 1983. The state law prohibits willfully intercepting, endeavoring to intercept, or procure any wire, oral, electronic communication individually through another person. The law further prohibits disclosing or using the communication that was obtained illegally. I never gave consent, never have, never will. Violation of the statute constitutes a felony and subject to a $10,000 fine, 5-year imprisonment, or both. Maryland Courts Judicial Proceeding Code and Section 10402. It's a misdemeanor to conduct visual surveillance of an individual in the restroom, dressing room without the individual's consent, even by the owner of the premises. Criminal Law Code and Section 3, 901. Personal Information Privacy Act protects the privacy and personal information of state residents. Maryland Commercial Law Code and Section 143501. So I think I've covered them all. Threatening, harassment, stalking. It's felony breaking and entering, theft of over a certain amount of money in goods or money itself. It's a felony to touch one's medicine. Following is the same thing as stalking. Communications, that's your little bag or your cell phone that you got that you call one person to the next. The GPS, either using real-time visual or Google Play or iTunes or however you do it. Hacking of one's personal information, banking, whatever. That's under Maryland's Privacy Act of Cybersecurity, Personal Privacy Act, whatever. So it's a cease and desist to any government agency that's been torturing me with remote neural monitoring, frequency weapons, ELF, extremely low frequency weapons, high EMF radiations. You cannot torture a person under the Geneva Convention's rule and under the United States rule. This is not Nazi Germany, papers please. A person can move about freely as long as they are not engaging in anything unlawful. So if I'd like to go to the store and carry my backpack and it be 90 degrees and I got 2 bottles of ice water and my paperwork in it, then so be it. If I want to lay in my bed and just stare at the ceiling, I got that right to do so without having a fucking high-powered camera to see through the wall that the police use for drug busts. Cease and desist to the NSA for hacking, tapping, listening into my phone calls that don't really consist of anything other than, hi, how are you doing, you know, stuff like that, you know. So I thank you very much, you know, I appreciate it. I appreciate the trauma that, you know, I've been subject to, the brain trauma that I already have. I appreciate that, and I hope you repent real soon, but chances are really not that good of that, so I hope the one that gave you life at birth is pleased with, you know, you not repenting and turning your ways.